The moment you start feeling abundant and worthy, you are generating wealth. The moment you're empowered and feeling it, you're beginning to step towards your success. When you switch that around, you become the creator of your world, and you start saying, "My thinking and feeling is changing an outcome in my life." Hello everyone, it's Ralph here. In today's video, I'll explain to you how the law of attraction works and the mindset you need to embody to make it work in your favor so you can manifest anything you want in life. Now, most people, when they wake up in the morning, the first thing they do, even before they get out of bed, is pick up their phone, check their WhatsApp, they check their text, they check Instagram, they take a picture of their feet, they post it on Instagram, they check the news, and now they feel really connected to everything that's known in their life. Then they go through a series of routine behaviors. They wake up on the same side of the bed, they take a shower, they get dressed, they get their coffee, they drive to work, they meet the same people, they push the same emotional bonds, and that becomes like a program. They lost their free will to a program. The next day, they do the exact same thing. If you do the same stuff and feel the same way every day, you will have the same experiences, which will produce the same emotions, and then you'll find yourself stuck in a loop. If you're not being defined by a vision of the future, then you're left with the old memories of the past, and you will be predictable in your life. The quantum model of reality is about causing an effect. The moment you start feeling abundant and worthy, you are generating wealth. The moment you're empowered and feeling it, you're beginning to step towards your success. The moment you start feeling whole, your healing begins. And when you love yourself and love all of life, you'll create an equal, and now you're causing an effect. I think that's the difference between living as a victim in your world, saying, "I am this way because of this person, or that thing, or this experience, they made me think and feel this way." I personally switched 4 universities because I had to work and pay for my tuition, and I was doing architecture, which demanded a lot of hard work. I couldn't work and study at the same time, and I blamed my dad for not helping me. Even though he couldn't afford to help me, I still needed someone to blame. My dad worked his entire life in a foreign country to send us money so we can live and pay for school. Now, he wasn't the smartest person, he made a lot of money, and he lost all of it when he trusted the wrong people. But he still did the best he could. Now, my brother was similar to me. He always compares himself to other people and say that this person opened a business because his dad sold a piece of land and helped him buy a plaza, or open a dealership, or buy a rental property. He only looked at those people and always blamed my dad for not doing the same for us. What's even worse is if you look at rich people with resentment and jealousy, thinking that you are poor because they have all the money and there's nothing left for you. Well, in this case, you're imprinting in your subconscious mind that money is bad. And if you have money, you will become a rich bastard. Therefore, the law of attraction will work against you, and you will repel wealth and success. Let me tell you something. Money is energy, and it's being printed by the trillions every day. There's an infinite amount of wealth out there waiting for you to attract into your life. So instead of saying those rich bastards have all the money, you can say, "Good for them. They found a way to become successful and rich, and I shall do the same soon." When I came across the law of attraction, I started remembering all of this. I understood that all I was doing was blocking myself from manifesting what I wanted, and how I was stuck in a loop because of the way I was feeling. I kept jumping from one university to another, not knowing that if I keep having the same emotions, I will keep generating the same outcome. So one day I thought, how long am I gonna keep blaming others for my failures? I had to stop acting like a victim and take control of my own life. When you switch that around, you become the creator of your world, and you start saying, "My thinking and feeling is changing an outcome in my life. Now that's a whole different game. And we start believing more that we're creators of reality. The greatest gift that you've been ever given is the gift of your imagination. You can put anything in there and no one can tell you what can be there or what can't be there. Einstein said imagination is greater than knowledge. The second thing is that you have to learn to live from the end. Whatever you have placed into your imagination, you have to act as if it already were your reality, independent of what anything or anyone else says. The third of these principles is the principle of assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled. You must be able to feel it, because every time you feel something within your body, you give instructions to your subconscious mind. And the subconscious mind is the part of you where you create and manifest from. So you want to reprogram your subconscious mind tonight and every night for the rest of your life. Now I want you to take the last 5 minutes before you go off to sleep and realize that you are about to program your subconscious mind. If you spend the last 5 minutes of your day, which so many people do, reviewing all of the things that you don't like and all of the things that didn't work out and how terrible you feel and who abused you and who was mean to you and who said this and who did this, and you're constantly doing this kind of things with your mind, then you are programming your subconscious mind to attract all of those bad things all over again. On the other hand, if you spend the last 5 minutes of your day visualizing your dream life as if you already have it, then you have taken the first step towards changing your life. Some of you might be wondering, how is that going to happen when I have no money, no job, no education? Doesn't make sense to me. The answer is, you don't need to know the how, because the law of attraction will make it happen. How does the law of attraction make it happen? It basically will create and put into your life events and circumstances that you can't even imagine to create what you want. It will move mountains to put into your life what you're asking for. Some of you call it opportunities. If your subconscious mind is wired to see it as an opportunity, then you will take advantage of it when you see it and change your entire life. If you are wired to always think negatively, then many opportunities will pass by that you won't even notice because you're too busy saying how lucky these people are. Let me tell you something. There's no such thing called luck. Each person creates its own luck. Either you are wired to see an opportunity when it presents itself, or you are in desperate need of reprogramming your subconscious mind. The law of attraction has to work because it's a law. It works, period. It's like the law of gravity. It's not a man-made law, so it will never be changed by man. It will affect virtually millions of different variables and start shifting things around that you're not even aware of or thinking about to create a situation where it will be in your life. You don't have to know how. Think about a radar screen. Most people live their life looking at the radar screen, and they're looking at what they can see in the radar screen. And this is why people fail, because they base all of their decisions and beliefs on what they can see in the radar screen. I have $50,000 in credit card debt. How can I pay that off? I'm looking at my income. I'm looking at my expenses. I'm looking at my prospects of getting a new job or getting a raise. There's nothing. There's no way I can pay off my credit card debt. It's impossible. All you're doing here is looking at what you see on the radar screen. But little that you know that there's a whole lot of space outside of your radar screen that you can't even detect because you limited yourself to thinking that it's impossible. You see, the vast majority of what is available is off your radar screen. You can't see it. You can't even imagine it. But once you start activating the law of attraction, everything outside of the radar screen starts shifting and moving. There can be virtually millions or billions or even trillions of variables that starts moving and shifting because you have transmitted a vibration with power and intensity for a long duration. Everything starts shifting and starts happening and rushing towards you. What you want wants you. it has to, by law, start coming towards you. At that point, the universe will move mountains to create events and circumstances and put people in your life to make what you want happen. And it always is in methods and ways that you can't even imagine because it isn't on your radar screen. You can't even see it. So stop looking at the radar screen. This is the biggest problem people have, and this is why Napoleon Hill, the author of the book Think and Grow Rich, said, "Whatever the mind of man can conceive and bring itself to believe, it can achieve." Before I end this video, I want you to suspend your disbelief and just try it. What do you have to lose? Nothing at all, but you have everything to gain. Take control of your mind today and start manifesting your dream life. If you enjoyed this video, click on the subscribe button, like and share to send it out to the YouTube universe. My goal here is to inspire as many people as I can and help them achieve their true potential. There is no better reward than changing someone's life. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below and I will be more than happy to reply to all comments. Thank you for watching and I will see you in the next video.